Welcome back, guys, to Descent into Horror Hell. This is our holiday episode. Too many damn holidays all at once, but we're glad to be back and talk about Christmas films. Everybody's favorite time, man. We're gonna have some Santa slaying going on, so definitely.
Ho ho ho! Stick around.
Stay tuned, guys.
Cheers.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, riding down Santa Claus Lane. Blitzen, blitzen, all here's a reindeer pulling on a rein. Bells are ringing, children singing, all is merry and bright. Hang your stockings and say your prayers, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, riding down Santa Claus Lane.
Hey, what's going on, guys? We're gonna be doing our favorite section.
I'm sure yours.
Yeah, called Recent Watches. It can be an older movie, a newer movie, it doesn't matter as long as you get some kind of sick pleasure, enjoyment out of it.
Like we do.
Yep, it's all that matters, man. So let's do this. I'll go first. 1974, we have Three on a Meat Hook. This movie basically, not a lot of people talk about it, but the ones that do see it and know it, you know, props to you guys. It's a good telling of the Ed Gein story, kind of like Deranged. It was not like total Ed Gein, it's really got a story to it. You know, there's this deranged boy who hears voices in his head and I don't want to give away too much, but his dad basically has him believing that he kills people. He killed his mother, and he's killing all these girls and everything that he brings to the house. But there's a twist ending that's really like a total mind fuck. Absolutely. Good gore, good suspense, really good story, really good acting. The lead, Charles Kistner, I believe his name is. Excellent actor. I've never seen him in anything else. But yeah, this is a really good one, guys. Three on a Meat Hook. Check it out. If you're a fan of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Deranged, any kind of like Ed Gein type story from Wisconsin's own, you'll really dig this one. Kind of hard to find, but if you can dig it up, man, check it out. Three on a Meat Hook. Well, what you got?
Shit, man, I got a real good one. Chris Woods is From the Sleaze Box, American Holocaust. 2013, man. This is one brutal ass film. Basically just two guys. It's a lieutenant. They're war veterans. One's a lieutenant. One's kind of his younger upbringing, I guess. And they basically snap and they capture and torture these women in very morbid, disgusting ways. And
it's just poopy.
Yeah, and Bob Glazer, of course. You get the old man, and it's just
sick fuck.
Yeah, it's
excellent performance.
And actually, really good acting for this film.
Top notch.
Of course, Marcus Koch did the special effects in this film. Of course, from Guinea Pig and all these other ones that bouquet of guts and gore, and of course, Bloodshot, which is going to be coming out soon. So definitely check it out if you guys are a fan.
Marcus Cook.
So American Holocaust, man. If you really want just kind of a sick, disgusting, over the top film, man. This definitely has it all. It's uncut. Again, you can get this at the Sleaze Box. They got a lot of other ones, Death Escort Service. You name it, man. Definitely check them out. But man, I guess we're starting with the gore and sick.
It's not for everybody, that's for sure.
I guess we're starting the gory and sick kind of shit, huh?
That is definitely a movie that you have to take a shower after watching. I personally saw it the first time. Wow, it really hits you. It really does. I mean, that movie, check it out. I mean, it's for the few and the proud that are really into this.
And that's the thing about that film, though,
you won't find it
is that it's not, they don't use like these petite blondes and all this shit, man. I mean, there's it makes it so believable because there's women that are plus sized in there, and they're just it's so gross because it's not your model characters, and man, it's great stuff, man. But those are some recent watches, man. Give you something to check out.
Look up. Meet up, American Holocaust. Great films.
So we'll be back. We're gonna start off with our holiday collection. So can't wait. Check it out.
Terry, thank goodness.
See, Mommy? I told you Santa would come, and he didn't even have to come down the chimney. I let him in. No!
Naughty or nice?
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that little bit of death, a lot of gore, always fun. Alright, now we get into, of course, the creme de la creme of, you know, holiday films, Christmas to be exact. You know, I guess I'm going to start off by saying, of course, when this is going to air, everybody knows about Krampus, whatever the hell you want to call him. That new movie's coming out.
Heard good things.
Really excited to hear about that, and we're going to be checking into it. I think it's around here.
I'm sure our local theaters have pussied out like every other fucking movie, but we'll hunt for it.
But that's definitely one that we're going to start off with saying, because obviously we don't own it, nobody does, so, you know, when you guys watch this, definitely go check that out, man. You still got to support, you know, whatever films they're trying to come out with, so haven't heard
I've heard really good things about that film, too.
A lot of our friends out there, Mr. Parka, he said he enjoyed it. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that, you know, we respect as, you know, podcasters that, you know, really give props to films, and that's how we see a lot of them and hear about them. So we're just passing the message on to you guys. So definitely go out, check it out. You know, go on a date, go back, have some wine, food, and sex.
Happy holidays.
But on that note, man, we're going to go into our Halloween films. We're going to be broadcasting from...
He means Christmas films, by the way.
What did I say,
Halloween? You said
Halloween?
It is, yeah.
I'm stuck in Halloween, man.
We're still stuck on Halloween. Hey, it's cool, man. Let it roll.
Hey, these are technically considered Halloween films anyways. But I'm going to start off with one here that it's not so much Christmas related. It's got the title, A Christmas Nightmare. You know, I said it's not really a Christmas film. It's kind of a ghost story, kind of a revenge film. I cannot honestly remember the date of it. It's got to be 2000s. I have no idea who's actually in this, but basically the synopsis of the story is these two people, after witnessing this assassination of this higher official, get sent off to protective custody, I guess you can call it, and they get taken to this old country home, and where in 1947 there was a guy who lived there, and he killed his half-brother, his rich half-brother, his half-brother's wife and his daughter, like brutally murdered him, threw him in this little swampy pond in the back of the property, and then hung himself. Nice. And that's what you see in the beginning of the movie to kind of segue to this. And basically the story is they get put in this house, and this FBI detective who's there to protect him, who looks like a very young Jeffrey Dahmer.
Shit, he does.
And basically they're feuding in their marriage and stuff like that, and she starts seeing weird things, and you know, you get the typical, oh, they're just imagining things, whatever, you're just, you know, in a daze. And the spirit of this guy comes back, and the daughter and the wife come back, and they try to warn him what's going on, and eventually this FBI agent kind of becomes under a trance and things, you know, and he starts acting all weird and goofy. The only real Christmas element to this film is the date, because this all took place December 22nd through like the 25th. So I think that's the really only deal they have to do with Christmas. It's you know, it says Christmas, I guess.
I've never seen it, so I can't say.
And I watched this for the first time a while ago, and it's got your CG in it, of course, and that's kind of disturbingly stupid, but
yeah.
It's got some cool practical kills in it. You know, the blood looks pretty decent. But it's a supernatural film. definitely. I didn't mind it. I do like the cover though.
That cover's killer, man.
It's hard to see. There you go. Like it looks like it would just be one of those, you know, holiday
One of those
slasher
Christmas
films,
slashers, yeah.
but it really wasn't. It was more of a supernatural, but definitely cool, man. Check it out, A Christmas Nightmare.
Cool. Well, I got the classic Christmas movie, in my opinion. This is the creme de la creme. This is kind of like what Halloween, the film Halloween, is to Halloween. Bob Clark's immortal Black Christmas.
Yeah, man.
One of my, not just Christmas movies in general, but actually could have easily made my top 30 when we did that list.
Mm-hmm.
I think I even said something at the end about Black Christmas being up there too. And
sure.
this is film just amazing acting, amazing atmosphere, the dreaded A word, but hey man.
What, acting?
Acting, atmosphere, yep, absolutely. But I think most people have probably seen Bob Clark's Immortal Black Christmas.
Or the remake.
Or the remake,
It was
yeah.
like 2005, 6. The remake, actually, I enjoyed too. But, you know, it's one of those films like Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out the same year, 1974. But, you know...
It's ahead of its time.
Yeah, and it was one of those, like, you had Christmas, Christmas Evil and things like that kind of came from that. But those films, man, they never get old. And that bang over the head, the chick in the rocking chair, just...
The fact that you never see Billy...
You just see his eye. And
you just see his eyes. That's all you see. You know, you hear obviously all the voices that he can do on the phone, which is creepy as hell, man.
Mm-hmm. Right on, man.
And that really affects you when the first time you ever watch a movie like this. It kind of spawned like the whole Killers in the House type films, like When a Stranger Calls Back, stuff like that.
The Strangers. Which is a little bit different.
That had nothing to do with the phone, but yeah, I mean, movies,
movies
movies like that.
Like inside the house of Asian.
I'm talking like
thing,
he calls on the phone, he's actually in the house already, and you're pretty much fucked if you go up to the attic.
Oh, I mean like Scream. What's your favorite scary movie?
But Black Christmas was very, very influential. A later horror would be Olivia Hussey, amazing. John Saxton as the detective or the cop or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Nash, I forget who plays Nash, but they have really good chemistry. Of course, the great, amazing Margot Kidder, who this was before the Amityville Horror, I believe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing performance as this spunky alcoholic at the sorority house, and when she's giving Nash the number to the sorority, she says 180 fellatio, and he doesn't know what it means, and it's a classic moment like that, man. Fucking hilarious. Like I said, John Saxon's amazing in it. Just so really, really creepy movie. Like it's one of those shadow movies where you see shadows on the wall, like the staircase, and you know Billy's there, but of course, like you said, you don't see him, you just hear him. You see his eyes, you see a silhouette of him.
That's about it.
And you know, first time I saw this, I thought it was gonna be what's her name? What is Olivia Hussey's name in this film? I forget, but her boyfriend. You know, I thought that's who Billy was. But amazing film, guys. Really gets you in the Christmas spirit with all the ice and snow and the.
Although we don't have any yet.
No, strangely we don't have that yet.
Wisconsin.
The Christmas lights with the snow, and then when Barb gets stabbed, when Barbara Kidder's character Barb gets stabbed, and the kids are singing the Christmas carols outside. That one always got me too. That was a really good kill scene. And you see the swans like fly off the bedstand as she's getting stabbed. And amazing movie. We talk for hours about Black Christmas, but man, Bob Clark, amazing movie, amazing director. He made a lot of great movies. We'll definitely do a tribute to him at some point in the future, I'm sure. But happy holidays, guys. Check out the great Black Christmas.
All right. This this one's not so much. We kind of pick films not necessarily based just totally on Christmas. It's kind of the element. You get the
winter
snow.
setting.
Yeah, you get snow. You get kind of the feel.
Absolutely.
And there you go. 30 Days a Night.
No sparkling vampires in that one.
No, this movie. You know what? I remember seeing this in theaters when it first came out. And I saw Josh Hartnett on there, and of course this was the same time as Pearl Harbor and movies like that. And I'm thinking to myself, what in the hell could Josh Hartnett be in a horror film? Usually those never end out very well. But
Using
man,
the Faculty and Halloween H2O.
Yeah.
Teen horror like that.
yeah, and that's kind of what I expected out of this. But man, was I wrong. Those vampires are creepy as shit. And this is kind of where you get the running vampires, like Blade, the Wesley Snipes films, things like that, where they got this almost supernatural, superhuman power type to them. I think the concept was cool. They were stuck kind of in this remote Alaskan village type, almost like a military base type setting, and they have to basically survive.
Mostly based on
these-
Steve Niles comic book too. I mean, if you're a fan of that, definitely.
And they have these, and I always thought it was really cool. They had these big lights that just wound up, and they had to try to stay out of the shadows and stuff like that. And it was really cool.
When the little kid vampire gets,
and it was a lot of action to this film. A lot going on. It's
a lot of blood, man. There's a lot of red shit in this one.
Yeah. Definitely one to check out. It's Hollywood, but Ghost House put this one out, so they put out some good stuff. It's good. Yeah,
practical effects, no CG bullshit.
Yeah, and you always get the blackened eyes. There, you get the old totally black eyes with these like just sharp teeth that are. It's not your typical vampire with the two Dracula ones. I mean, these are like everything is just. Man, it's a brutal movie. I love it. Definitely blood quenching. I guess I can get you into the spirit. So 30 Days a Night, man. Check it out.
Next movie I have Christmas Evil. Christmas Evil is one of my favorite Christmas movies. That movie's out there. Psycho Santa, basically, this guy that's obsessed with Santa Claus as a kid, and then, he finds it's his parents, his mother's making out with Santa. He thinks it's the real Santa Claus, but really it's his dad,
Yeah.
The kid's the kid's dreams were shattered because all along he thought Santa was really real, and he finds out, okay. So then he just kind of spirals out of control. And his other brother, he grows out of it and eventually makes a life for himself. He gets a family, he gets a good job, but Harry just kind of does a downward spiral, out of control, just obsessed with Santa Claus. Like even when it's not winter, you could see him getting ready and getting in the Santa suit, and he's like waking up the Christmas carols and he's dancing and shit. It's fucking hilarious. This movie has a lot of comedic elements within it as well, but. When it gets going, man, it gets going. There's some pretty brutal kills. Definitely the Christmas tree star slit throat. That was pretty cool. And of course, when he's outside of the church, he says, "I got something to show you." He takes that out of his sack, and it's like this, this sword that goes in this dude's eye. And everyone's like, "Oh my god!" And then when they're trying to find out who it is, let me guess, it was Santa. Everyone saw Santa, yeah. And then they got all these Santa Clauses they arrested, and they got them all against the fucking wall and everything. State your name, Merry Christmas. It's a good movie. Of course, Harry works at this toy factory. He was trying to bring joy to all the good boys and girls, because of course, Santa has a list. He knows who's naughty, who's nice. Yeah, fuck you, Ghoul. But, he just pretty much goes psycho. And he tries to do the best he can. But what he doesn't know is he's really not doing much good. He means well by, giving the kids that are less fortunate, toys on Christmas and everything. But kind of goes on a murder spree to people he doesn't like too. So
Yeah.
kind of got both ways. Like he's kind of a anti-hero in a way, you know, Harry. It's a good character. Excellent movie, Christmas Evil. I'm amazed they never tried remaking it, and I hope they never do.
No, like it's like New Year's Evil too. I mean, that was the one that came pretty much the same concept. It was just a different holiday.
Yeah.
That worked. Anything with Eve.
And of course, the end scene. I mean, that classic scene makes no sense whatsoever. But Harry just drives off right into the moon. Merry Christmas to all and all. Good night. I have no idea what the hell it meant. He flies off a cliff and he just keeps going.
They ran out of budget. That's all I can think.
Christmas Evil and Black Christmas. Those are great movies. Also,
and of course,
check
a Christmas
30s
Nightmare. Yeah, Christmas Nightmare. Now we're gonna throw some more at you, kind of what we did last time with the dark comedies. We're just gonna, you know, you could talk so much about Christmas films or holiday films, Halloween films, whatever. But this is kind of the quickest way, just to kind of, you know, get your notepad out, pen, just start writing down some of these titles, man, and just, you want to check them out, definitely do it. So
some of them are guilty pleasures, some of them are just gold.
So definitely, want to start this?
Sure. We have Rare Exports, A Christmas Tale. Excellent movie. I mean, kidnap one of Santa's elves and all hell breaks loose, basically.
Curtains, Synapse film.
Excellent. Excellent.
This glare is terrible. Sorry.
Yeah. Excellent winter atmosphere, especially the ice skating scene.
That chick with the ugly face, like the long, witchy old hair.
Yeah, the old hag.
So Curtains.
One of my personal favorites, Adam Green's Frozen, about this couple trapped on a ski lift and there's wolves below and they got to make a decision. Well, are we going to freeze to death or are we going to try to break every bone in our body by jumping and being eaten alive by wolves? I mean, it's kind of like a case of there you are type movie.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, it really makes you think, man.
IFC Midnight put out this one, Saint Nick. It is, I guess you can call it a CG fest. I mean, there is a lot to it, but it's definitely a good idea of like the Saint Nick, you know, the reimagination of him, more of like an evil saint.
Oh yeah.
So what is it? Sinterklaas or whatever the hell they call it, but
I enjoyed that Saint Nick. That was pretty good.
You know, I mean, you got the creepy ass guy back there, man. Definitely check that one out. It's definitely right up there for Halloween films. So Christmas films.
There he goes again.
I really got to get out of this, man.
It is December.
I
wish it was October. Now we have Tales from the Crypt, the great Amicus. Tales from the Crypt. There's one tale in this particular. It's called All Through the House. Joan Collins is terrorized by a psycho, insane Santa that just escaped from the asylum.
The really dirty.
Yeah, he's got a really dirty suit and he's got a dirty beard and everything.
Oh yeah.
And, man, amazing atmosphere. Just classic Amicus. If you're a fan of Amicus and horror and Hammer horror type films, you'll definitely dig Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah.
Great.
I have not seen this one yet because this jackass bought the last one that we could get, but it can't have for Christmas.
Great movie.
I loved it for the artwork, man. I mean, it just looks like a classic Cheddar film of the new age.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a shit
brutal,
fest, basically.
gory,
but when I actually watched it, I really enjoyed it. I mean, and then you watch like the behind the scenes of what they went through and how many years it took to make it. Like you really appreciate the film a lot more. But I really enjoyed that one. Check out Cadaver Christmas.
I'm gonna have to.
Next one I have Silent Night, Zombie Night.
Oh yeah.
Can't say I'm a real big fan of this movie, but you know it's a Christmas movie and I have it in my collection. So.
John Carradine in Silent Night, Bloody Night. This, of course, is a man inherits this mansion. Psychotic, or basically home for psychotic. Of course, Patrick O'Neill's in that one as well. Not the greatest cover, kind of a cheap ass cover, but that's a cool.
There's actually a really
80s
good
film.
Yeah, there's actually a really good version of that I wouldn't mind getting myself. I kind of have one of those like cheap 50, kind of like with Christmas Evil. You know, you get those big 50 box sets that have like all those movies in it.
Yeah, so I'm happy to have that one, but definitely a good film. Really creepy Christmas story, I guess.
Absolutely. We have one of my favorite movies of 2015. We Are Still Here. Oh man, this movie is great. I'm not gonna obviously talk about it, but
No,
I'll just say no. That'll definitely be a recent watch one for sure. I've seen it like many times already. 'Cause I just love it. But great atmosphere. The whole winter setting too.
Yeah.
You can't beat it. It's great.
The classic cheddar pick, Dead Snow. And, of course, Dead Snow 2, if you haven't seen that one. Zombie Nazis. Bloodfest, that's... A lot of people just think is total shit, but, man, zombies, Nazis, snow.
Can't go wrong, man. That's a good one.
I love that one.
Oh, boy. This one's probably on inside everyone's Christmas stocking when it comes to Christmas horror films, at least. It's the infamous Silent Night, Deadly Night.
1984.
And Part 2. Part 2 kicks ass. Garbage Day!
Garbage Day! Oh my god, yeah. Then they
How
had...
could you forget that?
And then they had, of course, Part... I think...
Oh man, they made a
3, 4,
shitload.
5, 6. There was all different ones.
Yeah.
But definitely the original from 84, man.
And the second one. Though those
And
are
the second,
are amazing films. It's really cool you get both of them on,
I think it was
2
like for
discs,
$5 or something like that.
really
Yeah.
cool. Silent Night,
special.
Deadly Night, Lana Quigley, of course. The Deer Antlers. God, I couldn't
see Santa Claus tonight, you better run for your life.
Yeah, the old guy scaring the shit out of the poor little kid who's like all scared Santa Claus is coming in.
Oh,
Christmas is the scariest damn time of the year.
I love that movie.
Excellent movie, guys. Check that one out if you haven't.
Of course, the torch blazing Santa Claus in Silent Night.
Which is sort of kind of a remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night in a way. That's kind of what they had in mind. They wanted to make a movie like
Malcolm McDowell. How the hell they got him in this to do this movie is beyond me. But yeah, a big torture Santa Claus slasher.
It's a good movie. I love it.
It's different.
A lot of really good, unique kill scenes in that
Yeah.
film, I must add.
It's out there.
Now, you want to talk about cheddar picks, okay? Jack Frost 2, Revenge of Mutant Killer Snowman. Oh, yeah, okay, and the original.
Might as well just
Jack
do them
Frost.
both.
Alright, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen Jack Frost.
The Killer Snowman.
Not the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie either.
No, the Michael Keaton one.
Oh, is it?
He was Jack Frost, yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking of Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, Jack Frost with Michael Keaton, yeah.
Yeah, but this, that's right. I fucked that up. Anyway, yeah. Mutant Killer Snowman, Jack Frost. Good story. A psycho, cold-blooded killer. Literally, yeah. There's so many one-liners in those, in both.
And there's so many cool, fun kills, though.
Yeah.
It is a fun movie. I mean, it's horror, but like I always remember in the first one when he melts under the doorway and then he forms back up. It's like, come on, man. I mean, how could you not love that? I mean,
and of course the great Christmas tree, where. He strangles that chick with the, the lights and then he smashes her. Oh, man, this is good stuff. Dashing through the snow.
I think it was when he took the icicle right through the back of the door, like she tried hiding behind the door, and also it was like, right through the eye. That's awesome.
And of course the sex scene in the fucking, shower, and
he shows up in there. And it's all hot water and he doesn't melt. It's like, come on.
Good movie. I can't believe we talked about that movie for that long, but yeah. Check out this. And I have... Oh, God. If it couldn't get any worse, too. Or is it your turn?
No.
Okay. We have Bill Goldberg in Santa's Sleigh.
I come to stuff some stockings.
Who's next? That's a wrestling reference. Sorry.
God, man. Santa's spearing people. And, the opening...
Jackhammer.
Yeah, the opening scene alone just... You have so many great actors in that opening scene. I don't know how the hell they paid them to do that scene. But
cameos are cheap, apparently.
Yeah. But amazing... I'm not going to say it's an amazing film, but it's a guilty pleasure. It's a fun one to watch during the holidays.
Yeah.
Santa's Sleigh.
Now this one I'm obviously not talking about, and I said this just has to do with the snow, and that's The Shining, Stanley Kubrick. Of course, the icicle scene at the end when he freezes to death and goes in the maze and gets lost. So I mean, there's a blizzard element. Not much more to say about that one. So, what you got here?
I love this shit.
Who doesn't?
Right. We have the remake of Black Christmas. Talked a little bit about it.
My last one here, Wrong Turn 4. Of course, the same idea. It's a lot of snow.
Bloody snow.
Bloody, yeah.
Good slasher. I'm
it's
actually a
good
fan of
series.
the Wrong
It's a
Turns.
good series. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I think so too. And we have another really good one. It's a Norwegian film. Cold Prey. I almost said Coldplay. Wow, I slapped myself for that. Cold Prey. Really good Norwegian slasher. The second one was really good as well. Although, guys, I hope you enjoyed those. Those are just a couple movies we want to throw at you to try to get you into the winter holiday, season.
This is definitely the way to do it. So
drink eggnog and watch the blood fly, basically.
So what do you think? We should send them to their death, huh?
What do you got in mind?
I think I want to watch this.
That's funny. Oh.
Alright guys, there you go. We don't really talk much about Christmas because it's not as good as Halloween.
No argument there.
And, man, I mean, we love talking about every type of film. And like we said, man, we're going to start dwelling into some of the ones that we're trying to get away from talking about the same, films because a lot of them...
Sorry, I had to...
But but a lot of these films, they cross into so many different areas, and how do you try to separate them? I guess you don't. Sometimes you just can't avoid it, like talking about The Shining. Just certain times you can't avoid it, but we're definitely going to do our hardest to try to really get you guys into some films that you may have probably never heard of, and just ones that are just really obscure and have a lot of just
movies that both myself and Ghoul like a lot, and we hope you will too, so you gotta check them out.
Yeah, man, so you gotta stay tuned. But on that note,
happy holidays, guys.
Enjoy your Christmas, guys. Enjoy, with family, definitely.
Happy New Year, and we'll see you guys next year.
Drink a lot, eat a lot, stay safe. Cheers.
Hail Santa.
It's me, Billy. It's alright, Agnes. It's alright. Shh. Pretty Agnes. Agnes, don't you tell what we did, Agnes. Agnes.